During the town hall on June 4, at a point where I was especially moved by the pain of my community members, I decided to look at President Simon. When I switched the Zoom call to his video stream to see his reaction to the students pouring their hearts out, the first thing I saw was that he was typing and chatting rather than listening. The entire point was for the administration to truly and really listen, and here they were more worried about the optics and their response than actually hearing the students. Then, the student got to a heart-wrenching moment where they were talking about how much they wanted to love Lehigh, how much they wanted to be proud to go here, and tell all their friends to go here, but the racism they have experienced made that impossible. President Simon rolled his eyes. Then another student started to speak about a similar topic of how much they wanted to love this place and community, and Mr. Simon actually scoffed. He leaned back in his chair and shook his head. This disrespect is a form of racism. Not listening to your black students when they are pouring their hearts out is a form of racism. This is probably not the form of racism you were expecting me to talk about. I was supposed to talk about that one moment where someone was overtly racist. But that is exactly the problem. It is the deeper systemic racism that is upheld by administrators and the trustees that allows for the overt acts to happen.
My Caucasian friend said this to me one day about a professor at Lehigh. The fucking professor can't even speak English, and I don't understand anything he is saying during lectures. I'm going to fail this class because of his shitty English skills. We pay over $70,000 a year, and Lehigh can't even hire English-speaking professors. I don't care if I'm being racist. His heavy accent is affecting my education, and that is unfair.
I'm a petite and soft-spoken Asian woman. My white roommate would call me quick and would bully me into doing things.
A boy on my hall attacked another student for being Jewish and said to him, "Good luck finding a frat that'll take Jews."
As a Latino, I was called by members of my fraternity on multiple occasions. I've also been made fun of for my Mexican heritage, calling me beaner, wearing sombreros and ponchos at parties, among other things. While I enjoyed my time at Lehigh and met some of my closest friends there, being racially profiled really takes away from my good memories there.
In a completely white room, my old friends got mad at me when I asked them to stop saying racial slurs. They said they weren't racist, so it didn't matter.
I'm a Caucasian staff member, and this was 4 years ago, but maybe this will be useful as the turd is still employed at Lehigh. I was talking to this Caucasian supervisor at the time, and he called a colleague, quote, a black man run amok, unquote. I called him on it, and since then he undermined me left and right, including casually saying a few times that he was going to fire me and flat out lying on my performance review. Granted, he undermined anyone who didn't kiss his ass and threw around the "I'm going to fire you" line quite a bit. He also complained to me that person X needed to calm down and be quiet and that nobody liked her, and that person Y was having trouble finding her place as a senior leader. While neither of those in writing sound as overt as the first one I mentioned, it was the insidious sneer in his tone, the context of the conversation, the hate in his beady eyes, that he had a well-known pattern of destructive behavior among our team, especially toward women. I told several administrators then, and other colleagues said they had also complained about him, but he's still employed. He's not my supervisor anymore, but I still have to work with him sometimes.
A student from India said to a Palestinian student, "He shouldn't come in here because he's a fucking Arab." The same Indian student has explicitly stated that Palestine and Pakistan should just be nuked.